what I did, it did not seem wrong to me at all. I used to live with my father. And when I lived with my pops, the first year I lived with my pops, I met 30, 40, about 42 women in 1 year. 1 year. My daddy was out here busy. And 5 of them I was cool with. You know what I'm saying? But out of that 5, 1 was the one that I always knew I could count on. She was the one my daddy liked her too. You know what I'm saying? My daddy, he was a wild boy. That man, I remember staying with him, he got mad at me because I forgot who to let in and who not to let in. Cause he kept switching up. You know, look here, she come over, you don't let her ass in here. I'm like, okay, I don't know that. One of the ladies come over, I'm not paying attention to what's going on. Door knock, come. The lady named Denise, huh? Hey, Denise. He said, where your father at? I don't know, I think he upstairs. And then I went and sat back down, watching TV. Then I hear, what is it? I can't believe this shit. Then I hear one lady come down the stairs, stomp it. Boom, 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 boom. She run out, and another lady run out, and my daddy come. He mad at me. What type of shit your ass on? And I hear him outside talking. And my dad he was no nonsense. My dad was like, hey, you know something, shit, I ain't gonna be out here arguing with a who showed up unannounced. And you take your ass with us since you agreeing and shit. My daddy walked back in, with his towel on, sat down next to me. Damn. Man, I done lost 2 good ones today. Fuck around with you. What was you thinking? I said, man, I didn't know not to let that lady in here. He said, what? God damn. It'll happen to you one day. So, I hope not, but... My son is 29. I'm in the car the last time with this boy. He's driving. I'm asleep. Have your brain ever just signaled to you, you in danger? Dead sleep. My brain say, hey, you may need to wake up. I open my eyes. I just looked over my shoulder. The car door is open. The car is moving. But there's not a person operating the vehicle. I'm just in a vehicle sleep with no human being operating it that's moving. And then I see my son slide into the doorway. T.T., do you love me? And I was like, what is he doing? You left me in a moving vehicle to shoot a video? Like I am at 18, man. My bread is up. Like I'm cash, and I'm wrong, but I'm cashing out. I got $84,000 at my girlfriend's house just in 1s and 5s in a trash bag that I ain't even thinking about. I'm riding around with at least $60,000 every goddamn day. In the back of that Monte Carlo, I was at this club one time on the north side, and they broke in all the cars. Broke in mine too. And I went right in the car and popped that trunk went right in the glove, popped that trunk, and right in my trunk was $30,000 that people missed. Cause I had, and I know how I got it. I know it was wrong and shit, but I was out. And I remember when I wanted to buy a car. I wanted to buy my own shit. I don't want charge shit no more. I want to buy my own shit. And I don't have no cosigner. All I'm thinking about, you got to have a cosigner. I can't tell my mama. I can't tell my daddy. So I went on Ranchester with my little hood when I was selling dope in. Went to the trap. I got this dope fiend named Al. I say, Al, I need you to run to the dealership with me, man. I need you to tell the people you my daddy. Al was like, I'll do it, what's up? We get to the dealership, and Al, man, doing way too much. That man, all that man did was put his papers together. He ain't even say nothing to him. He just said, so we buying the car today. He said, I'm his daddy. Come here, outside. Let me talk to you. The man ain't asked you nothing, man. Be quiet, man. Calm down. Come on. Sir, my dad is just excited, buying his son his first car. He's just excited, Go ahead with the process. The man talked a little bit. He said, well, let's start this process. All the man said was, I need your ID and your ID. That's all that man said. I gave that man my ID. And Al leaned towards that man and said, Al Smith. I was like, man, what the fuck was that? He said, man, what? That man asked me for my ID. I said, yeah, for your ID. You talk about Al Smith and suck at your goddamn face. Man, what that work at? Don't nobody work, man. He said, at the liquor store, I go by there. At the VA, the little shelter, when I go slide through there. Man, stay right here. Man, listen. What it's gonna take for me to get this car without him? He said, man, if you're getting a loan, you're gonna need a cosigner. I said, getting a loan? I'm not getting a loan. He said, you wanna pay for it in cash? I said, yes. Tell me how much it is, and I got you. Well, if you're gonna pay for it in cash, you don't need him. Hey, that man told me what it was. I said, I'll be back. Be back. Charles came and picked me up, took me to the spot. I came back with that man's money in a sour cream and onion potato chip bag. The big one. Because ain't nobody gonna rob you for no bag of chips. I came and dumped that man money out. That man got that car ready. Washed it up. Brought me that tire and everything. Gave me them keys. I jump in my whip. BMW 533i, champagne. No tint on the windows. Need you to see me. Need you to see me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm getting ready to pull off. I hear tap, 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 tap on my window. I don't roll the window down. I get out. I say, what you want? It's Al. What you want? He told me, I need a ride back to the hood. I said, man, your dirty ass ain't getting my goddamn car. He goes, that's how you gonna do your daddy? I'm in high school, and I'm out of control. I go to Hastings High School. I go to Hastings, and Hastings has a game. It's the Elsick in Hastings game. Everybody goes to this game. You come back for this game. And I am at this game, and I am doing way too much. I'm doing the most. It's this man by the name of Anthony Colbert Sr. Anthony Colbert Sr. was the first man to invest in my comedy career. He saw that I was doing comedy, and he said, yo, I'm gonna buy you some headshots. You're gonna need that as a comedian. Took me to this man named Montague, same person that was doing Destiny's Child, and everybody at the time got me some expensive headshots done. Invested in my career, and all through my career, anytime I needed something, he would help me out until, I got on my own feet. He has a son by the name of Anthony Colbert Jr., who went to high school with me, the opposing school, Elsie. He's on the football team. Anthony Colbert Sr. tells me the story of when he first saw me. I'm thinking is when he got me the headshots. He said, no, that's not when I first saw you. I'll tell you when I first saw you. At the Elsie and Hastings game. And my son has a torn ACL, Anthony Colbert Jr. And I'm sitting next to my son, and I tap my son. I say, hey, who is this in the stands with this fur coat on?
At this time, he was known as somebody totally different. He was D-Man. And we had rivalry schools, and, it was, everybody knew of legends, right? At this school or at that school. And I've always heard of him, but, I knew a lot of the football players, or I knew a lot of the basketball players, some of the entertainers that were coming out of school. But you always heard this name coming out. So the first time I actually saw D-Man at the time, and I think this is, he was actually walking at Leroy Crump Stadium. And it's unforgettable because he had a mink jacket on, like the ribbons on the bottom, and was black fur coat on in the middle of this stadium. And you just saying like, man, what is this guy doing? It's cold, but it ain't that cold.
I do one run with him. He paid me $8,000. 17, the man just gave me $8,000. I'm back at the house. Did the one run, I'm back at the house. And I'm in my closet bank and my shoebox. Count my money, I put my money in my shoebox. I got $9,100. He know me. He know I had $1,100. But now I'm back. I'm back out there. Me and Charles back out there running again. Doing what we do. And I am making a lot of bread now. I'm cooking with peanut oil right now. And me and the boy, he said he had a different way, and we out here doing it. And I'm 17, I'm in high school. That's the only place I can really floss is at school. Oh, and I'm flossing big too. As soon as I get, because most people in high school, they either on free lunch, or they bring their lunch, or you get a little allowance where you go in there, you buy you some chips and a little bullshit, you still be hungry by fourth period. But when you got that bread, you go in there, go to concession, you buy chicken basket, shrimp basket, nachos, hamburger basket. And I am at school spoiling my friends. I'm coming through. Ma'am, let me get Let me get 10 chicken baskets, 12 shrimp baskets, 2 nacho. What Keisha Greed ass said she wanted. Let me get a cheeseburger basket. Let me get 3 juices, some spirals. Let me get, how much is that? Run that. Lady say $125. Get that lady $200. Say, yeah, keep something for yourself. Hey. Has anybody in here ever been duct taped and thrown in a trunk? Just me? All right, this gonna be good.
Ночь забирала ее сладкие уста, и на утро мне шептала: с ней не будешь никогда. Никогда не будешь рядом, не коснешься ее взглядом, не проснешься с нею рядом никогда, никогда. Ты не хочешь быть с ней, он не будет любим. Можешь тогда уходить, вместо тела будет дым. Потом будешь слезы лить, как мне снова полюбить. Или это все пустяк, во мне больше, чем бардак.